He's a producer.
Hey, I'm looking for Mrs. Bubblegum. Yeah, you know I need the sweet love, cocoa butter kisses that I could only dream of. Making people want the love we have when they see us. I love ya, I want ya, girl, I really need ya. Is it real? Is it real? See, I don't wanna question it. Is it real? Is it real? I think that's a definite. I thank God every day, cause yeah, she really heaven sent. See, God don't make mistakes. My baby's really evidence. Kisses on the cheek that I can't get enough of. You keep the smile on my face from sun up to sun up. I take you out on dates and I could buy you roses. See, I know this ain't perfection, but this really the closest. The fussing and the fighting isn't necessary. The Valentine's for us is not only in February. Anything you want, man, you can get it out of me. See, I just ask for loyalty, man. Show me that you down for me.
Okay. Yo. What's up? We are back once again. Baller Central Pod here on a lovely Tuesday night to talk about the latest in the NBA. Here to talk hoops. Myself and Elijah. See, we are live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Thank you anyone tuning in and all that jazz. If you don't like watching, you can always listen to the pod via audio down below for Google, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Spotify for podcasters. We have a good amount to go over today. But before we get into all of that, Elijah, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right, man. Can't really complain. How about you?
Same. Can't complain. Could be better, could be worse. Otherwise, here regardless.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just a heads up. We have a lot to talk about. We also have a lot to go over for the NFL pod that's coming up this Thursday. And we have a WWE, I say pod or predictions coming out this Saturday for the Royal Rumble, since it will be Saturday. And
you gotta drop them a little earlier this week because the Royal Rumble starts at 2. What's good, Jackson?
Yeah, I would just drop them Saturday at 12. Do you think that's a good time?
Nah, drop them Friday.
Friday? Yeah, since we're recording Wednesday, yeah, probably. Yeah, probably do Friday at 12 then. Yeah, probably a good idea. So yeah, we're dropping our predictions for the event and anything that happens that Friday or this Friday around noon. So make sure you tune in. Feel free to stay up to date with all the socials and everything. So hey, yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a nice busy week. I wish I was there to live stream it, but I'll be able to work sadly during it. So
yeah, I'll be at a gig myself. I'll be busy. I'll be trying to watch it. Do we play Elden Ring? Phil, you play Elden Ring?
No.
Yeah, I don't play Elden Ring.
Our guy, I think Walid does. I could be mistaken. I know he plays Elden. He plays games like that. He plays Marvel Rivals and other stuff. So I think he does.
We gotta. I got my other boys play Elden Ring. Twins.
Yeah, I'm a sports gamer, so I'm asked at shooting games and adventure games.
Yeah, I'm not really a Elden Ring guy. I meant to buy the game and try the game. I just never have. Matter of fact, I might as well, man. Let me look on this PlayStation app real quick.
Oh, he got money like that. He buying it off the rip. Wait for no discount. Also, if you like gaming, we have a gaming channel where I play some sports games, and you can see some clips of me and Elijah and our intern TJ. So feel free to head over.
What's the difference between the regular Elden Ring and the Night Ring one, Jackson? If you know,
probably price.
I mean, yeah, there's a price difference, but I'm trying to see what's the difference. Go ahead, let me know in the comments while we continue.
Yep. So speaking of gaming, little opener before we get into the basketball stuff. MLB The Show, they released their cover athlete for this year. They said it would be no repeats. No, there'll be no new cover athletes. So they're going with someone they've done in the past. And they chose Aaron Judge. He was the AL MVP this year, but outside of that, not much, especially in the playoffs. But I think he played decent versus Toronto. So, I mean, I guess. But yeah.
He played well this year in the playoffs, actually.
Yeah.
We had an argument about that in the chat the other day. It was me, you, and Javi going back and forth. Elden Ring is the one you should get. All right. I'm purchase it. You'll have a review either next week or the week after. Maybe not Thursday. That's a little too soon. I need to really get into the game. But
Damn.
yeah, no. We had this argument the other day in the chat, and he was like, I said argument was what? Justin Herbert. I said Justin Herbert has a better chance of getting the ring than Aaron Judge does.
Yep. That was it.
The main reason why I say that is because Justin Herbert has only been in the league 6 or 7 years. Sorry. Aaron Judge has been in, I think this is going into his 13th or 14th year.
Yep.
Or maybe even 12th year. But still, like, the time that Aaron Judge has left in his career versus the time that Justin Herbert has left in his career gives Justin Herbert the edge. Now, do I think the Yankees could just get hot and go on a run? Yes. But unfortunately, they're still going to end up running into the Dodgers regardless. And I don't think anybody's really equipped to beat the Dodgers anytime soon.
Yep.
Pains me to say it. I'm a Mets fan. But, I don't think anybody's really equipped to beat them.
He's going to his 11th year.
But, we still got a lot of work to do. You got to make sure all the pieces are gelling. You got to make sure everybody can hit and make sure our pitchers are throwing the ball right. So I say Justin Herbert has a better chance of winning a ring because something could just go right for the Chargers.
That's true. Yeah, apparently, yeah. If you hear argument and we talk about argument, Javi got to be in the middle of it. He got to be the source or part of it.
We all play on PlayStation.
John plays Fortnite on PC, I believe, though.
Yeah, I play everything on PlayStation. I tried to do PC. I tried to be a Fortnite PCer, but it wasn't working. I got so used to just using a controller.
Yeah.
So, but I got friends that play on PC, and when we used to do Zone Wars, back in those pandemic days, we used to do Zone Wars, and I used to just get busy with them.
Yeah.
So
I put a controller in the PC.
Oh yeah, PS5. You know what? Drop your PSN in the comments, real quick. I'll add you real quick.
He needs someone to carry him if Elden Ring's a multiplayer game. To show me the ways. But yeah, back to Aaron Judge. Honestly, I mean, Aaron Judge is obviously one of the most popular athletes in baseball, so it's a good strategy to have him on the game. But honestly, we've seen him before, and if you wanted to go someone with a repeat athlete, I mean, Vladdy Guerrero was on the cover, and he was the AL representative this year for the World Series. Or you could have done Shohei. He actually won the World Series. I thought they usually put like whoever wins or like the most popular, and I feel like Vladdy and Shohei both had a better year than Aaron Judge.
Well, I figured it'd be Aaron Judge because as much as everybody loves Shohei and everything, I think they understand that the Dodgers are not necessarily ruining baseball, but they're ruining baseball. And
Public enemy number one.
Yeah, they're not a team that everybody likes to see. So the next best choice is Aaron Judge, who's also their golden boy.
Yeah, it's like if you put Kevin Durant on 2K the year he went to the Warriors.
Yeah. Or even Steph. But here's what it is. Aaron Judge, congratulations on the cover. I added to your list of accomplishments that mean nothing, buddy. But let's get into the basketball, man.
Yeah, his accomplishments. Homer Derby champ, multi-time MVP, and MLB The Show cover athlete. Oh, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it, Jackson. Thank you for showing some support. Appreciate it. So, hey, let's get into the latest of the NBA. First up, we want to say congratulations to Derrick Rose. He just got his jersey retired by the Chicago Bulls earlier this week. So yeah, Derrick Rose is finally immortalized in the rafters of Chicago. He was a 2011 NBA MVP, 2009 NBA Rookie of the Year, one-time All-NBA, multiple-time All-Star, and NBA All-Rookie, and definitely had some highlight-worthy moments like dunking on Goran Dragic and others in his career. It's a shame that his career was cut short due to injuries, but I was glad to see him do a lot of stuff like the Minnesota 50 ball. So yeah, well-deserved for Derrick Rose. I'm glad he got his thing in Chicago. His jersey retired.
Yeah, shout out Derrick Rose for getting his jersey retired. I'll be honest, this is probably the shortest list of accomplishments that you can have to get your jersey retired here. But listen, it happened. Congratulations. I'm not gonna hate.
Yeah. If Udonis Haslem could do it, Derrick Rose could do it.
I mean, I don't even think Haslem should have got his jersey retired. But I mean, listen, 3-time All-Star, like, cool. You got an MVP, but what else have you done?
Yeah.
To the fact that I don't even think Golden State's going to retire that 35, and like I don't see why they would retire KD's jersey. He got 2 rings over there, 2 Finals MVPs.
Yeah, I think it's more of it's a team thing. So obviously he was probably people are saying he more or less loved in Chicago than Jordan. You think personally?
He was probably more loved, like more beloved. I don't think he was more loved though.
Especially the old heads.
Like Jordan got y'all 6 rings. It makes sense that his jersey would be retired. Pippen, 6 rings. Makes sense that his jersey would be retired. Rodman, even if you retired, I don't even think his jersey is retired. But if it is, it makes sense. I think he was there for all 6.
No, he was there for 3 or 4. I think.
I was gonna say 4, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I know he definitely wasn't there for all 6. Because they traded Horace Grant for him. I think somewhere down the road.
Oh yeah, so Rodman was there for 3. He got 2 with the Pistons.
Yep.
But still, you retire that because he brought you 3 rings and he was a vital part to that team. You don't retire a jersey of somebody who could have been. Don't get me wrong, he does have the MVP. But like he could have been so much better.
Yep.
I guess it's he's also from there, so
Oh, okay.
A lot of people would have just been clamoring, saying, it's the right thing to do. But
we'll make sure to. We got you.
Yeah, if you just subbed, we'll see it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people were sitting here thinking this is the right thing to do, so that's why they did it. As for me and what I think, I wouldn't have retired it.
Yeah.
Same way I don't think. You know what? Let me shut up.
Oh. So you don't think fan favorites to get jerseys retired if they're like really, really beloved?
No. Should Nick Collison get his jersey retired in OKC? No.
No. Yeah, based off of what he did, but he was so loved by that city, though.
He was so loved by the city. The city can show love, but I would not be retiring that jersey.
Yeah. That's tough. Yeah. Not a lot of people don't want to hear that because Derrick Rose was such a big part of the city for that long. Yeah, I think there's a huge difference between Derrick Rose and Udonis Haslem. Udonis Haslem would just ride in the coattails of LeBron and them and Wade. Well, Derrick Rose was actually like the main guy who did stuff, and he actually got some actual individual achievements. I guess.
I mean,
I can see where you're coming from, though.
I would also argue that like D Rose is probably the most. If you're looking back at history into what these people accomplished, D Rose is probably the least accomplished MVP of all time.
Yeah.
Because he's been an All-Star how many times? 3. Russ, MVP. Way more All-Stars. Way more All-NBAs. Harden, MVP. Way more All-Stars. Way more All-NBAs. Giannis, he brought a ring. Jokic brought a ring. And I'm only thinking recent because I can go all the way back. Steve Nash, I don't think he got a ring, but he has way more All-NBAs, way more All-Stars. Kevin Garnett, way more All-NBAs, way more All-Stars. And I think he only has 1 ring, actually. But still, all of these MVPs in the past have brought other things to this city, more accomplishments. So I'm not trying to hate on D Rose, but the injuries fully derailed his career. And I get it. This is a sentimental jersey retirement. But the argument for me is, did he really do enough to get his jersey retired? But everybody would just say, well, it's D Rose though. So I don't know.
Yeah, it also depends who else does Chicago have retired for their jerseys. Because we know Jordan and Pippen, they got their shit retired, and obviously Derrick Rose didn't do as much as them. But maybe he did as much as like the other maybe role players or like other main guys who didn't do much. It all depends on like who else they retired and what was their like a slate of like requirements. But yeah, definitely didn't do much. It was like a very, very short peak for Derrick Rose.
Yep.
But hey, congrats either way. Enjoy it. Your number will always be in the rafters now. Let's see. Next up, Joel Embiid. His knees are apparently back from the dead, but he has been hooping a lot recently. Obviously, with the minutes restriction, I believe he's been eliminated from any like awards considerations. So at this point of his career, he's just trying to stay healthy for a playoff push, and who even knows if he'd be healthy for that. But so far for the season, 25, 7, 3. Yeah, not the great. This is like not compared to his like original numbers, like when healthy or somewhat healthy, even from the last couple of years. But yeah, but as of recently, he has been putting up some Joel Embiid like numbers: 33-5 and 3 against the Cavs, 39-4 against the Pacers. He was out with the game versus the Suns here, a 32-point triple double against the Rockets, and 38, 11, and 5 versus the Knicks. So, with that being said, if they can actually load manage Joel Embiid right, do you think with the Sixers can do something in the playoffs, or is it even the same like second round exit type of thing, or maybe even first
round exit? This team, I don't think they're gonna win and be able to win enough down the stretch. Embiid and Paul George are the biggest injury questions ever. Maxey and VJ can only do so much. So no, I don't think they'll be anything more than a first round exit to me. But they can maybe make it to the second round. The East is a little weak, so as of right now, if the season ends today, they'd see Toronto in the first round. They could possibly beat Toronto in a 7-game series.
Yeah,
but after that, you're running into either Boston they're probably running into Boston. So
yeah, I agree. Because we just saw this. I don't know if you saw the game yesterday or the day before. We just saw the Sixers lose by 30 to the Hornets, and they were up by 50. Of course, Embiid and Paul George weren't playing, but I think even with Maxey and VJ Edgecombe and others, if even without Embiid and Paul George, you shouldn't be getting blown up by 50 by the Hornets. That is absolutely crazy. But yeah,
no, nobody should be. Well, let's just put one thing into perspective. This is still the NBA,
right?
So, granted, the team talent gap might be different because you have Maxey, you have Embiid, you have VJ, you have Paul George. Those are 4 perennial All-Star players. Say VJ maybe because he's still a rookie, but
yeah, rookie of the year candidate.
Those are perennial All-Star players. If they're having their best, if they're on their A game, they're All-Stars right there. But Charlotte, they have their own monsters down there too. They have Concanopoulos, their rookie. They have LaMelo Ball, who's been an All-Star before. They have Brandon Miller, who I think could be an All-Star. They have Miles Bridges, who he can play basketball. I wouldn't say an All-Star, but he can play basketball. So the team, they're not just going to roll over just because of their record. This is still the NBA. You still got to play who's in front of you. And the Hornets that day, they ended up coming to play.
Yeah. That's true, but I think 50 is insane, to be honest.
I mean, it is crazy. It's like to lose by 50, but it's possible that,
They were up by 50 and then lost by 37. So it was like a 13-point more gap, but still going up by 50 is insane.
Again, this is still the NBA. You can't just roll over because they're professionals. It's not like it's not a situation where it's like, oh, if they're off, they're just off and it's over. No. They are professionals for a reason. They're never off for real.
This same Charlotte team did beat the OKC Thunder, so
Exactly.
I can see that.
So if they beat the defending champs, what makes you think that they can't beat you?
True. Still hilarious. It's the Sixers, though.
I know football talks about any given Sunday all the time. Well, the NBA is any given night.
Yep. One night you could be blowing out the Nets by 60, and one night you could be going to double overtime with the Nets. So yeah, anything could happen. Yeah, that was a scary game, Celtics and Nets. The Nets definitely have something to prove after they lost by 50, damn near 50 or 60 to you guys. So yeah, any given night, it's a new game every single time.
Yep. Next topic, I believe, is Jonathan Kuminga, right?
Yes, we have a bunch of injuries to go over. I think 4 key ones. Yeah, first up, Jonathan Kuminga suffered a bone bruise as a result of a hyperextension of his left knee. The Warriors announced no timetables for his recovery, so Jimmy Butler is out. And while Kuminga is in trade talks and potentially be moved, he gets injured himself. So yeah, the Warriors, they're pretty much, I don't know how you feel about them as of right now, but yeah, they could be more than cooked at this point.
I mean, I'm not a Warriors fan anyway. I just know that Steph is over there by himself at this point. And, I do have a friend who is a Warriors fan, and he would love to sit here and politic with me all over. He's a Steph fan, and those who don't know, I am a Knicks fan, but I'm also a Luka fan. So he loves to politic over the fact that, Steph got 4 of them and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, okay, that's cool. But what are y'all doing now? I don't shy away from history debates about, oh, I have all of these rings in recent history. What do you have? What's happening today? That's what I want to talk about. So when I sit here and say that the Warriors are not going to make the playoffs this year, I'm talking about this year. I'm not talking about 2022 when they won their last championship. This year, I said that this team wasn't going to make any noise, and it hurts. It sucks that it's because of injury.
Yep.
But if we're looking at the real point of why they're not going anywhere, is that the coaches don't have trust in a lot of their players.
Even before
it shows because the players don't even play well for real, and this is one of the players that they don't have trust in. They don't have trust in Jonathan Kuminga to do anything. There's a reason why he has a lot of DNPs on his record, because there's no faith in him within the organization. So now it's a situation of you can move him, but what do you get back for him? And I blame the organization for where his trade value is, because if we're looking at it objectively, you say, oh, there needs to be a demand if you want to make demands. Okay. People have offered you trades. So there is a demand.
The Kings.
So you would out, as the organization, you would outwardly say, we don't have any faith in him. We're going to DNP him. We're not going to play him. We have no faith in him. When he wants to be moved, you want this great big haul for him because of what? All of a sudden, he's a young player who can grow. He can become this. He can become that. So why won't you play him and help him develop? Instead, you're letting this man's career rot away because you don't have any faith in him, and it makes no sense. So now that he's hurt, now his buy price is through the floor, and you can't do anything about it. So I say all that to say, I wish Jonathan Kuminga a very speedy recovery, and I hope this all works out for him in the end. And I hope the Warriors get nothing for this. I hope that after Steph, they turn into the Nets.
Half that arena is gonna be empty.
I need this team to become a symbol of poverty in the NBA because of how they're doing Jonathan Kuminga. This is unfair for him, and you're just wasting this young man's career.
Yep, pretty much. They're gonna be the Cavs after LeBron left. The first time, I think. But yeah, also, I don't know if you saw this. I forgot what pod was talking about it. Either the Charlie Villanueva, Raymond Felton pod and Theo Pinson, or it was somewhere else I saw. They said Coach Thibodeau is a better coach than Steve Kerr. And if Tibbs would have been a coach, he would have way more success than Kerr with the Warriors. Is Kerr a Curry merchant?
I agree, but I disagree.
Yeah. I do think Steve Kerr definitely did benefit a lot from having Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant, literally the Monstars, the greatest regular season team ever assembled. And obviously, even after Kevin Durant left, he still got those guys as a coach. Just because, I don't know, I just feel like it was more of Mark Jackson's development and stuff like that. He benefited from before taking over, before Mark Jackson was fired. So,
I think everybody feels that way.
Yeah.
Mark Jackson really did all the work. Steve Kerr came and benefited after the foundation was already laid. And it's not to take away credit from Steve Kerr. It's just, people want to give Mark Jackson more credit.
That's true.
Would I say Tibbs is a better coach than Steve Kerr? Yes. But Tibbs, situationally, I don't think would have worked with Golden State. They probably still would have won some rings, but I don't think situationally it would have worked. Same way, I don't think situationally Tibbs would have worked in Miami instead of Coach Spoelstra.
Yeah.
They're both good coaches, but it has to be the right situation.
True. Next up, Devin Booker for the Phoenix Suns injured his right ankle sprain, I believe, Friday night, so a couple days ago, and will be out 4 to 6 weeks. And obviously, not a lot of eyes have been on Phoenix this year ever since Kevin Durant moved on, and they haven't been the same team they was when they went to that championship run attempt with D-Book, Ayton, and Chris Paul. But yeah, the heart and soul of Phoenix is now hurt, and he has been probably one of the lone bright spots besides Dylan Brooks. He's putting up career numbers there, but yeah, it's tough to see him continue to stay through the bad ownership of the Suns, and now he's hurt. So I don't know why he stayed in Phoenix. I think he had a chance to leave, maybe either this year or the year before. But yeah, it's tough to see him get injured because I know he's put everything into the city of Phoenix, even though he did have that talking shit moment with Luka where he got owned. But that's in the past, I guess.
I mean, listen, injuries are a part of the game. The reason why D-Book probably stayed, money talks.
Yep.
And let's be honest, they did buy into the vision. They did make the finals. They just didn't get the job done. They didn't get over the hump. And it is what it is. A lot of people don't make the dance. And I think making the finals needs to be treated as more of an accomplishment than it is. It's hard. It's a hard road to get to the NBA finals. You just played an 82-game season. Now you got to worry about 3 7-game series before you can even get to that final 7-game series. It's a lot of work to get there. So, he bought into the vision. He made it to the finals. He just didn't get over the hump. It's not possible. It's not impossible to get back there. It's just going to take a lot of work. Now, as for this injury, it's a part of the game. It happens. D-Book is not 24 anymore. I believe he's 28, 29, maybe even 30. So,
close to that.
But Phoenix is still hooping, though. They're 7th in the West right now. Stuck in that dumbass play-in, which we need to get rid of, by the way. But
you mean the Heat, Magic, and Hawks Bowl?
Yep.
No, Heat,
this
Hawks
year that Toronto's not there, I think. Normally Toronto's in that mix.
They're 3rd.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later, though.
Yeah, we will. But yeah, man. Again, D-Book just get well soon, man. You never know what can happen in the West, though. Everybody is within other than OKC, everybody's within from 2nd to 7th. Everybody's within 4 games of each other. So,
yep.
Never know what can happen.
That's true. Speaking about the West, Ja Morant, he literally just came back. He played in that overseas game versus the Magic. I believe it was in London since the first one was in Germany. He dropped an 18-point double-double with assists, but now he is back on the injury report /IR, and he'll miss the 3 weeks due to a UCL sprain in his left elbow. So, honestly, I think this even confirms more that he's probably not going to get traded. Even though if they do trade him during injury, that'll be pretty insane. But, yeah, I think this pretty much cements him staying in Memphis, I guess, at least for this year.
I already figured he wasn't going to get traded.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say about this injury. Speedy recovery to Ja. The Grizzlies are they're 12th in the West right now.
Nasty. Yeah.
For me, is what it is, man. Get well soon.
Good.
See what happens after the deadline. Hopefully, you guys can string together some wins. Hopefully, make the play in. You never know. But
they're 2 games behind the play in.
Yeah, 2.5 games back. So anything can happen, man.
True.
But get well soon.
Speedy recovery. Hopefully that house in Miami is still there that you bought. So best of luck. And then the biggest news, Giannis, he is expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks with a calf strain after he told the media. And a lot of people are saying that was his last game played in Milwaukee, since he might be traded before the deadline, and his time in Milwaukee might come to an end. A lot of people are saying New York. A lot of people are saying other places, Golden State. But yeah, going down to the right calf strain, and I believe it's a non-contact time too. So hopefully it's not too serious, and if people do trade for him, they could be a little bit wary on the trade package, since how bad this right calf strain could be. Because we saw players like last year get it, and then once they started playing again, it ended up being a torn Achilles. So we'll see what happens. This is scary.
Speedy recovery, to be honest, I guess. I don't even think he's really hurt. I think it's another fake injury. But I do think he's played his last game in Milwaukee. It's time for him to move on. It's time for them to move on. He already brought them a ring. He's not running from any grind there. It's okay. If the relationship has soured between him and the front office, it's okay to want to move on. And it's okay for the front office to sit here and make that decision to trade him. Best offer takes him, I would say. I don't want to speculate on where he's going to go. He'll end up somewhere. But
That's true. We will find out. Let's see. Next up, the Raptors. Like Elijah mentioned, they are third right now in the East after a great win against OKC. They won by 2 the other day, completing a 4-1 road trip against the Western Conference teams, improving to a 16-9 win loss record on the road. During this 4-game win streak for Toronto, IQ, former Knick, has been averaging 25 points, 8.8 rebounds, 6.8 assists, and 2.0 steals, while shooting better than 60% from both the field and three-point range. And also, they are 29-19. Raptors are 10 games above 500 for the first time since the 2021-2022 season, and they are half a game behind the second-place Boston Celtics. What a run for Toronto. They were known for the last couple of years to just being a play-in or close to a play-in team. Do you think they finally are putting it together, or this could be just like a Chicago Bulls at the beginning of the season? Just some smoke, and then they'll be who they actually are down the road.
I'm not taking this team too seriously. That's all I can say about it. But congratulations on how y'all are playing right now. It'll be interesting to see how this team looks after the deadline. I can't really sit here and speculate on anything, but I'm not taking this team a little that seriously. I think they're just getting hot right now. I actually don't think that they're actually this good, So
that's true. I agree, because I think people were having this talks about the Bulls when they started 6-0, 7-0 off the season, but then they came down to earth, and then they were who they actually thought they were. So yeah, I think it's just a hot streak of the season. Plus, this is before the All-Star break. Anything can happen post All-Star break. You can finally crash down or come back down to earth. So yeah, I still think that they will probably, honestly, with how they're winning now, I think they'll at least make the play-in or at least be a playoff team. But I don't think people should be taking them too seriously. So
yeah, I don't think they'll fall all the way down to the play-in. I think they'll probably end up like 5 seed, 6 seed,
Yeah.
But
we'll see. But shout out to them though. Scotty Barnes has been playing at an elite level, and hey, he could possibly be in the running of DPOY right next to Chet and Wemby. So shout out to Scotty Barnes. Okay, we're gonna switch to one last thing. We're going to save the Rising Stars thing for last, as I want to play a little game for it. So we're going to talk about the latest rumor for the trade deadline. Obviously, we talked about Giannis, but apparently the Knicks want to use Drew Holiday as a piece to try to get Giannis to New York. Obviously, a lot of speculation. They said the presumption of getting Drew Holiday, if there's a way, would make the Knicks even more attractive to Giannis. And they believe having Drew Holiday there will be a compliment to Jalen Brunson, their star guard, especially on the defensive end. So, I don't know. Would you be interested in having Drew Holiday there? Especially if it means moving some pieces like Cat or McCall, maybe? because I think he's getting paid 30 plus mil a year for the next 3 years.
Would I be interested in it? Yeah, I don't know. I necessarily want to give up, a few pieces, like a Josh Hart, which we'd probably have to lose. I know OG's name has been floating around for the Giannis trade. Cat, obviously. Tyler Kolek. Pretty sure Miles Deuce is in there too.
Andrew Hollis like 35 right now, I believe. 34, 35.
And I don't like rumors and I don't like speculations. I wish that it would just be just put the news out when the trade is done. But listen, I would love to have Drew Holiday in New York, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Gives us another primary ball handler. Gives us a great defender in the backcourt. It would be nice to have a Drew Holiday.
Yep, but he has championship experience on 2 different teams.
Yeah. And it would also entice Giannis to come a little more, but again, I don't like speculation. I'm also very fine with how the team looks right now. I know we're in a little cold stretch right now. I know but the trade deadline is approaching, and I know that it's in a lot of people's heads, specifically Cat, which is why he hasn't been playing well so recently. You just got to get it out your head and ball, and this is why I wish everybody would just shut up and just let us do. I think we're fine.
Yeah, because personally, I think with the whole trade rumor things, I believe maybe some of the teams their own of themselves leak it so they can either A, improve someone's value, or B, like decrease someone's value so they don't get traded. So I mean, the NBA business world, we know how it somewhat works. Just try to get stuff to try to make sure they get a trade, or no one wants to trade for said player. So it could be a crazy media outlet here.
Yeah. And in New York, everything is magnified even more. So, I really, like I said, I really just really wish people would shut up and just let them move.
That's true. So, before we head out, we're going to do a quick little game. The Rising Stars player pool have been announced. It's going to be a 4-team battle, just like I think it's tournament style, just how it was last year. It was a lot better for the Rising Stars than it was for the actual All-Star game. So props to them for making it better. So there's a rookie pool, a sophomore pool, and then the NBA G League team. The G League team is going to be their own team, while 3 different captains will be drafting a team of 7 each between the rookies and sophomores. So following people are in the player pool. You can see down below in the G League. I only know 2 of these names. One of them, Young Hansen, because he was drafted by the Blazers, and Ron Harper Jr., a G League affiliate of the Celtics. So, out of everyone else, great names here. I believe Zachary Ricochet, whatever his last name is, from the Hawks, he's not here due to injury. But if he's not here, then that would be very concerning, because he's a number 1 pick if he wasn't injured. So, hopefully that's the reason why.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So, me and Elijah do a quick draft. We're going to do, you could draft 3 rookies, 3 sophomores, and 1 NBA G League player. See who can make the better 7-person lineup.
Okay.
So 3 rookies, 3 sophomores, 1 G League player. Elijah, I'll let you get first pick.
All right. I'm surprised that a name isn't here. But my first pick, I will actually take. Give me Stephon Castle. I can't pass him up.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I'm gonna go with my first pick. You know what? Yeah, give me Cooper Flag. My first pick.
Yeah. My next pick, I'm gonna take VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, I'm gonna go with. You know what? Give me Derek Queen from the Pelicans.
Damn it.
Yeah. I had their former teammates. I had to. So I got 1 more rookie left and then 3 sophomores. Okay.
I got 2 rookies and 2 sophomores left. I'm gonna take Concanipple though.
I was gonna try to get that one next. Next up, I'm gonna go with. I got 1 more rookie. I'm gonna go Dylan Harper. I'm gonna get the other Spur. So I got Dylan Harper, Flag, and Derek Queen. So there's my rookies.
I'm gonna take Donovan Clingan. I need a big.
Yeah. I'm gonna take my G League pick here. I'm gonna go Homer pick. I'm gonna go Ron Harper Jr. I gotta go with the one with the Celtic G League affiliate.
I love how he's been playing this year. I got him on my fantasy team, so I'm gonna take Reed Shepard.
Yeah, good pick. Next up, I'm gonna go with the guy I chose to win the dunk contest last year. I'm gonna go Matas Buzelis, sophomores.
Okay. Let me see. What rookies do I have? I have Edgecombe and I have Khan. Give me Cedric Howard.
Ooh, okay. I got 2 more sophomore picks. You know what? I'm gonna get Khalil Ware from the Heat.
Damn, I didn't think he was gonna take him.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Him and Derek Queen would be nice. Plus, I think he's been very, very underrated, undervalued because he's been a little bit injured. But yeah, the Heat haven't been using him as much.
Okay. Let me see here. Should I do this? Trying to see how tall this guy is before I pick him. You have this next sophomore pick, right?
Yep, my last pick is a sophomore pick.
I'm gonna just take. I'm gonna just take Jalen Wells.
Okay. Let's see. Honestly, I'm gonna go Alex Sarr from the Wizards.
Really?
Yeah, I think with him, Queen, Khalil Ware, I'm gonna go height here. And Buzelis, so yeah, I'm gonna go height. I already have Ron Harper Jr. and Dylan Harper for guard, so why not go a little height?
And who did you take from the
G League?
Yeah,
Ron Harper Jr.
Ron Harper.
Gotta go with the Celtic affiliate.
Okay. Let's just leave it positionless. Give me Elijah Martin.
Gotcha. Because I wanted to get Jan Hansen because he's the Asian Nikola Jokic, but I was like, let me get the Celtic affiliate instead. I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Is there any names on here that popped out of your head, or any name that you believe got missed on this player pool?
Let me just say no.
Yeah. Besides, like I said, besides Zachary Ricochet or Rikishi or whatever his name, I think if he wasn't here not because of injury, I would be a little concerned because that's a former number 1 overall pick. He should be on this list, but yeah, I'm hoping it's for injury. So that's the only name that popped out of my head. Well, maybe from last year. I don't know if you remember the G League team from last year. They had some people. I don't know if they're still in the G League or not. Maybe that's why they're not there. But yeah, it looks like a completely new group of people from the G League this year.
I would just say Ace Bailey has definitely been a lot of a letdown.
Oh yeah, why isn't he on this list?
He hasn't been playing well.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what year is Keontae George?
He's in his 3rd year.
I was about to say. He's been open.
I thought the same thing when I didn't see his name, but I thought about it. He's definitely in his 3rd year.
Yeah.
Zach Edey's been also a bit of a letdown, for what he should have been, but yeah, that is what it is. Dalton Knecht started off hot, got cold, and Jared McCain is the only other name that I thought about, but he was hurt the majority of last year. He didn't come back in the best. He didn't come back as the best version of himself this year. So
yeah, and VJ Edgecombe stole all his minutes.
Yeah. So
yeah, I think Edey's out for like 3 to 4 weeks with an injury still. So I don't think he'll be able to play in this.
Hey man, he never plays anyway.
That's true. So yeah, that's our player pool. Just a reminder, as you can see down below, February 13th will be the All-Star Weekend coming back up. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, me and John will be doing our what's called charity thing again. So make sure you stay tuned the weekend of that, or maybe the weekend before. We'll see if we do it. Actually, it'll be a Tuesday, maybe Thursday. So yeah, we'll probably do it the week of the All-Star Weekend. So hey, make sure you stay tuned for that.
Yep.
Yep, so, hey, that is everything. What you got for last words before we head out?
Hey, man, keep drinking our water. Put your money and stay prayed up, man.
Absolutely. Also, stay safe during this crazy weather and with everything going on in the world. Stay safe. Look out for each other.
Especially, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. So, hey, with that being said, we'll see y'all Thursday for the NFL pod. We have a lot to talk about. The conference championships, the winners of that, breakdowns, some new coaching hires as well. And hey, I'm excited to talk about it. You know, the Patriots won, so I'm always happy to talk about Patriots winning.
Of course you are.
I never thought I'd be back 5 years, and now we're back to Super Bowl. Well, not 5 years, but like 5-year rebuild. Now we're back to Super Bowl. And Josh Allen couldn't get one Super Bowl appearance, so even better. So, yeah. With that being said, make sure you check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch to stay up to date with everything, all our content, also all our socials to stay up to date with all our shorts and everything. All the audio platforms can be found down below. Thank you for you've been listening. Also, thank you, Jackson, for pulling up and chatting with us. Appreciate it as always. And just a reminder, Thursday NFL pod, Friday will be our Royal Rumble predictions. And I believe whenever next week, whatever time works out, we'll do our Royal Rumble reactions. So, hey, we are out. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday and see you next time on Baller Central. Deuces.
He's a producer.
Hey. Look, this sacred days are coming soon. I'm just tired of waiting. And tears falling in my prayers. I've been crying for patience. I'm scarred. I gotta live the rest of my life with abrasions. You can't convince me that time isn't wasting. I feel like Hamilton the way I've been writing these pages. So you could call me, but you best be on time with the payments. So you can turn this off if you don't like what I'm saying. Or if these lines are too basic. Just know my life getting crazy. Times is getting harder, that could really spark an artist. And I ain't giving up for nothing, I just try my hardest. I say a prayer for the ones departed. A cold world, I just want to show how pure my heart is. But I see the comments, stories going around about the kid, but I'm so timeless, bad energy can't get to me. I'm the reason why we like this, allegedly. But once I see the best from you, that's when you get the best from me. I'm here for your elevation, success ain't a destination. Ain't looking for reparations, ain't looking for no type of savings. Back up the rest of my savings.